for the first time ever. Let's see what I think here. Whoa. Oh, I gotta adjust them. Wow, these are like canceling of the noise. They're kind of tight. Not too bad. Mic position. That could be good. Hello, hello. Man, it keeps wanting it. Hello, hello. Hello. Yes. They feel pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Cool. I'm excited to game with them. This is how I look. I look like fighter pilot, I'm sure. Super cool. Alright, so this is the Logitech G430 headset that I'm wearing now. Overall, my impressions are that it sounds really good. I think that it's definitely different than the AKG that I'm used to, which is covered up here, but the AKG that I'm used to right here. This is a great headphone. It does sound really good for sure. This one uses surround sound, so it's different. So much so that when I was watching some YouTube clips of a talk show, it seemed much more immersive, and it was like, whoa, what is it? I thought it was a speaker, like an actual speaker playing out of, and I was like, oh, what? No, it's the headphones, which was kind of neat. So I think it sounds pretty good. I'm going to test out some games with it. It's fairly comfortable. The ear area is pretty comfortable here. It's deep enough that my ears aren't touching the plastic, which was a big problem with the AKGs. And the one thing is the top is pretty hard, and maybe it's just me, my weird head. I don't have a weird head, but this thing is really hard, and I kind of noticed it. So maybe as time wears on, that will change. Time wears on. Interesting phrase. Time wears on. Anyways, so overall, I think it's really good. One of the things was I really like the USB audio adapter. Actually, better than my included motherboard sound. Not sound card, but sound from my motherboard, which is supposed to be really good. It is a Realtek, which is pretty normal. But one of the things that this Asus board has, it's a Strix board. It touts its sound, but I actually really like this USB sound card. It's like really tiny, and I know it's really cheap, obviously, but it still sounds really good. So it just goes to show you how good an external sound card can make your system. So these might even be actually way better if I got an external sound card. So maybe that's something to consider. In terms of the audio quality, what I really like is this using the sound card. It has feedback, not feedback, but it has voice over effect, so you can hear your voice as you're talking, which is way more natural sounding. Because these are like sound isolating, so you don't really hear yourself if it's off. There's a mic off, which maybe you can't hear me if I do it. Let's see. Test, test, test. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yeah, the mic. So the mic was off there because it turns off the mic. It also has volume controls here, which are very nice. I like that. But I also have them on keyboard, so, it's not really a big deal to me. But yeah, I think this is a really good product thus far. Now, I'm going to check it out on gaming because I'm not totally certain yet, but it sounds pretty good. And I do like the mic. For an inexpensive mic, I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, I would recommend the Logitech G430 based on what I've seen already so far. If anything comes up, I'll let you guys know. Hey, so I tested this out on my computer, and this is actually an amended product review for the Logitech G430, because when I first tested it out, I didn't try it out with a game. And since then I have, and I will say that it worked with the USB adapter originally, but then the next day, this thing just stopped working. So that is a big problem. I actually looked online and more people have had this issue too. It just stops working. The drivers are bad. I mean, it either broke or something happened, but basically this thing is a cheap USB adapter. So I would basically have to get a new sound card external to maybe take advantage of the better sound that way. But I did try and use it just onboard on my computer, and that worked pretty well. The sound was very good that way. But I am considering a external sound card. So that could be an option. You can actually buy a USB Sabrent card on Amazon for about $8, and that could actually be better than most onboard sound. My sound is an Asus B350F Supreme FX card. It's actually built in, but it does sound really good. It uses Sonic Studio. So this headset sounded good, yes, with onboard, but not quite what I wanted, because I really like monitoring the mic headset through this USB, which it didn't do. So I couldn't monitor my sound using the onboard sound, which was kind of a bummer, but the sound still was really good through onboard. So I will say it sounded good. The surround sound on my computer did work fairly well. I think it might have worked a little better for the one day I had the USB sound working, so I might actually consider buying an external sound card. One thing to note, if you, for the women out there, is that my wife used this just for like one day, and there was already makeup marks on the mesh covers, so it's probably not the best if you wear like makeup or stuff around your ears, because it will transfer onto this mesh cover. I have other headphones like the K240s, and they do not do anything like that. You actually can take these off. They're able to come right off, and then you can wipe it off with warm water, is what they say. But that is kind of, why did that have to happen, It was only after a day too. So I would say, there were some issues. If the USB audio worked like it did the first day and then it stopped, but if it worked, I'd probably give it 4 out of 5 because it did sound good. But this is now basically trash. So I don't think I'll bother getting another one. I could through Logitech support, but it's probably a waste of time. And I might just get a better sound card anyway. For $40, I'd give this a 3 out of 5. I still think the sound's pretty good. I still think I'll keep it and use it. But there are some issues to note, which I said. So, there's my cat, so I gotta get going. Here, come here. There. Just do this. Ready? Look over there, okay? Here we go. Hey everybody, thanks for watching Enter the PC. Please like or subscribe, and yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.